Hello friends, this video on System of Particles and Rotational Motion part 27 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So now that we have calculated the moment of inertia for so many different objects about their different axes, let us look at this chart now. So here I have written in short what is the value of moment of inertia for each of these objects about each of these axes of rotation. So for a thin rod, if the axis of rotation is perpendicular to the rod through its midpoint, then the moment of inertia is ml square by 12. We have already derived this. Now for the same thin rod, if it is perpendicular to the rod and at one end, that means in this case this was my rod and we calculated the moment of inertia about this axis. Now in this case it says that this is the rod and we have to calculate the moment of inertia about this axis. So we can apply the theorem of parallel axis. Now in this case it says you have a thin ring and you have to calculate the moment of inertia about its diameter. Now here it says you have a thin ring and you have to calculate the moment of inertia about its tangent. So tangent also you can do, because if you know it about this axis, then you can do it for tangent using the theorem of parallel axis. Next is thin ring perpendicular to the plane of the ring through its center. So this is the basic one. Then you have the circular disc here perpendicular to the disc through its center. So this is your circular disc passing through the center. The circular disc diameter, this is your circular disc about the diameter. Again you have the circular disc about the tangent. So now you know that how do you find it for different axes of rotation. As you keep changing the axis, you keep applying the theorem of parallel and perpendicular axis, and thus you are able to calculate the moment of inertia. So now I will not get into the detail of each of these, but I think you can just look it for yourself, and it will be better if you remember these values of moment of inertia, because every time it is not very easy to derive the entire thing and then achieve at the result. So if you remember these values of moment of inertia for different objects, then sometimes it becomes handy and it helps you to solve numericals quicker.
Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.